Hello, leveled up tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Champions of Krynn with me, BlueAnkylo. We are about 3/4 to 80% through the first town of Throttle. Really less of a town, more of a dungeon, to be totally honest. But we came back to the outpost for a little break after rescuing Karamon. We should report it back to the Commandant, although I doubt there'll be anything here until we finish clearing out that town. I sent Karamon to report to our superiors. Continue searching Throttle as per Karamon's orders. Push on as far as you can. Yeah, they don't really tell us much right now. So between episodes for the future tubers, we just did this on stream. I just sold some of our gear, so we had some garbage just lying around. We paid some money to identify the potion, so it's a potion of healing. I bought some leather armor for our thief, so we can go AC or thief, kind of whatever we want. Cleric mode or thief mode. What else did we do? We had a look at these scrolls that we picked up. These old scrolls do neutralize poison. You can just have a look at them right now yourself. So we have a few casts of those if we ever need it. We bought a bunch of arrows, so everyone's got a bow and arrow now, which we didn't have enough money for previously. Other than that, we didn't really change much. I did memorize a bunch of spells. Same priority as before, basically. Our Cleric of Mishakal will prioritize Cure Light Wounds, and then whatever special spells. And then our other characters, like our Pure Mage, will be focusing on Sleep, Stinking Cloud, Magic Missile for the moment. Yeah, the scrolls in these games are generally nice. They generally give you a couple scrolls of like lesser restoration before you fight like the level training wraiths. You still have to go to a temple a lot if you get hit by stuff, but they give you a couple outs for your low level clerics. But yeah, we've got kind of a short list of useful spells right now. For the other cleric mages, it's more varied, but we're still relying heavily on Cure Light Wounds with occasionally Blessing or Hold Persons. Silence does have some value if you can get it on one of the mage's enemy casters. The other multi-class, this is our highest level cleric, so Pixel's got access to Prayer, which is a pretty nice little bonus. It's like, I think it's +1 Thaco and +1 AC for your guys, and then the opposite for the enemies. It's a pretty good party buff. Kender cannot be mages, no. They're limited to fighters, but they're terrible at being fighters. Thieves are their primary class, and clerics they kind of suck at. They have a maximum of 16 wisdom, so they make poor clerics, terrible fighters, and, well, acceptable thieves. But yeah, Kenders are kind of bad in almost every regard. Their main thing is they get a new weapon. But yeah, obviously we have lots of sleeps, as much as I can, and some magic missiles to interrupt is always good. And yeah, Hold Person's probably the best level 2 cleric spell at the moment. Being able to hold means instant kill, which is really good against high level enemy fighters that would otherwise be very difficult for us to deal with. So you saw that last episode. And with that, we're gonna get out there and continue our adventure. We could, hold on, there's one thing we could do in here. Let's go to the bar for a second. Every time we come here, we should go to the bar. Have a drink. Let's go with, last time we had beer, we'll go for some ale. Tavern Tale 19, alright, that's a special one. It's not actually a journal entry. I'll have to flip over to my, my Adventurer's Manual here. Tavern Tale 19, alright, just give me a second here. Gotta flip through all these pages. Okay, I'll just read it for you guys. It's really short. Tavern Tale 19. Draconians have been seen near Throttle. Things are heating up. Don't expect much from Tavern Tales. There's, every now and then they tell you something that might be useful, but 9 times out of 10, it's nothing special. Okay, let's get out of here. No time. I don't want to stick around and get into a nasty tavern brawl. Okay, so we're going to head up back to Throttle. We are mostly done this area. Now, we need to find a cleric, an evil cleric, that has a key. And I think you could guess where it is, because there's only one room that we can get to right now that's not fully explored. And it also was a crypt full of coffins and stuff. I saved it last episode because it was not on the way to Caramon, but maybe we should head back that way. So let's... Yeah, we're going to have to chop through some garbage monsters. The random encounters down here are a little bit brutal. I'm going to try not to use my magic until we run into more difficult battles. We could try quick battle for these, but I wouldn't trust it just yet. Quick battle has always scared me. There is, like, you know, AI controlled combat for your characters, but there we go. 2 hits. That's what we need. Even these level 1 hobgoblins are still getting some hits in. Might be able to get a back attack. Doesn't matter. Alright, well, we took a little bit of damage. Not great. 31 experience. Nothing worth picking up. Don't worry about it. Just basically a waste of time at this point. Yeah, sleep is definitely the overpowered level 1 magic user spell. No doubt about it. Well... At least we get sweep attacks on rats. Ooh, Aaron, now that he's got to level up, can sweep 3 rats per turn. That's pretty impressive. So can Tim, apparently. I don't know how the math on sweep works, but I'll take it. Just remember, the range on throwing darts is not very long. But yeah, this fight is particularly poor. Of all the encounters to run into, this will be worth like 10 experience and give us nothing but a waste of time. Don't centipedes have really horrible poison? Well, they've never managed to hit me. You wanna look it up? Here, you guys. Let's bring it up. Because why? Video game music does not need rap battles in the middle of my calming Zelda playlist. Okay, I'm just gonna hold up my monster manual. And we will look up giant centipedes. Mid-episode right here. Live. Need to find my tabs here. Not that one. Definitely not that one. There we go. I found it. Okay, so because I've got this GoldBox companion, it gives me a list of all of the monsters in the game. So this is what it says about the giant centipedes. Saving throws are terrible. Ability scores don't really matter generally. AC of 9, hit points of 2, Thaco of 21. It gets 1 attack. It does 1 damage. It doesn't mention... Oh, no, it does. It does mention. So if you ever get hit by this, you're dead. It's got a Thaco of 21. Which means it actually can't hit most of us. To be fair. The first time I ran into them, I'm like, well, if these guys have poison, we're in trouble. But a Thaco of 21... well, just keep that in mind in a second here. We'll do some D&D math. Okay, everything's back. Okay, let's finish our battle. Enjoy your 30 XP. So, a Thaco of 21 means if someone has 0 AC, like Pixel and Tim, on a 20-sided dice, you'll need a 21 to connect. I'm not sure if the game calculates 20s for crits as auto hits. So best case scenario, 5% of the time you'll get hit, but possibly never. And then Aaron and Thornum, that would need a 23, which again, they can't do. And then Drow and Rob are not in melee because they're ranged units, so they shouldn't have to worry about it. It's possible the game calculates a 20 on the D20 as a crit. I'm not sure how the game does the math in the background, but yeah, it depends on your house rules. Anyway, clearly it shouldn't happen very often anyway. Okay, we're back in the, well, this was supposed to be a safe area, I was going to say, but this is where we had that soldier join us that one time. I'll still try to kill the centipedes first, because I hate the idea of getting poisoned. It's pretty brutal. But, like, they are really weak. At the very least. Tim is our anti-undead specialist. There you go. It almost feels like we're strong enough to zip through here these days. You take everything? As long as you enjoy playing with 3 mobility, you can do that, sure. You don't need money that bad. There's very rarely anything worth, There's rarely much worth buying in these games. It's especially like in the Pool of Radiance. Krynn's not as bad, but in the Pool of Radiance series, like, there's never any shops with anything. For the most part. Once you can buy, like, plate mail and shield and longsword, that's as good as you're gonna get. Just remember, the more you carry, the more your movement penalty gets hit, and if everyone's got 3 movement, your combat options are limited a little. We need to go this way. This is the room we haven't really gone into yet, so let's assume we're getting attacked and give this a try. The room is filled with old scrolls that crack and crumble in your hands. Most of them are evil. Protection from evil, 10-foot radius. You found a scroll. It's probably evil, though. It's a white scroll for the white mage. Wrong class. Wait, you're a white mage? Wait, no, I gave it to the wrong person. Rob. It's supposed to be evil. What you got? Oh, I think I have to cast Read Magic on it, right? Never mind. We'll get to there one day. We'll go back to base and do all that stuff later. You found another scroll. Thornham gets a level up. Okay, what do we get? A red scroll. Okay, that time we've only got 1 red mage. It's Pixel. So we'll just take that. Okay. Can rats disease you? Well, probably not giant rats. I mean, we could look it up on the list if you're really curious. I'd be surprised if a lot of these level 1 creatures have all that many negative effects. I'm sure eventually we'll find some of that, but... okay, let's test. Wrong one. Okay, giant rats. Base AC of 7, 2 hit points, THAC0 of 21, 1d3 damage, lots of movement, no experience, no special effects that I can see. So, probably not disease. That's going to be limited generally to stuff like mummies. Shouldn't be too many disease things. Yeah, buying the +1 arrows is probably okay, but it's going to take a while. Okay, well, we didn't actually find what I thought we were going to find in here, so... if all there was 2 scrolls, then it turns out that was not the right way to go. So... one of the downsides of these old games is they don't often explain exactly where to go, or even really hint at it at all. Well, they hint at it, but the hints are sometimes a little bit... I'm trying to get to the southwest corner, because they did say something about the cleric went to the southwest. But at this point, it might take a bit to get there. This fight's gonna suck. Oh, yeah. Trying to focus down the Boz first. They seem to be the worst. Hey there, David. Also, killing them with darts is great. If you can hit them. Good start. Well, we have one way of winning these fights, and it involves magic. Otherwise, we're terrible. I just sometimes can't handle just how bad early game fighters are hitting. We only got 2 of them? It's not going to save us much time. Well, I'll take it. Saved us probably a couple minutes. I know, we only have like a 40% chance to connect per swing. This makes me laugh. It'll be a lot better when we get more than 1 attack per turn, because it'll still add up quicker. Technically, this is 3 darts. So, you know, that was a lot of misses. Hey there, Dridgepool. Really is magic or bust. It's all part of the fun. There we go. Of course he flees in panic. And if you're carrying all your armor, you'll never catch them when they're running away. Even as it is, I'd have to switch to arrows. I don't really want to... Yeah, that's great. I don't really like chasing after them, so we're just going to let them run. I mean, they're worth like 10 experience, so like... It's fine. There's a little bit of money here from a random battle. Enjoy your 10 bucks. Nothing else would be worth it. Okay. So where am I trying to go? Bottom left. And maybe one of the small rooms in the bottom left? There's 2 little rooms over here. Old coffins. See, this is the kind of place I was expecting. Well, random encounter's gonna random encounter. I know in the Pool of Radiance games, oftentimes, after you defeated, like, 10 or 20 random encounters in a zone, they stop spawning. That would be really nice. Oh, that was dumb. Just turn. Only got 1? Sheesh, come on, turning undead. Thornum is getting just destroyed in combat. Seems like they hit us more than we hit them some days. Like, Thornum's got 0 AC. Boz turned to stone, yes. That's why we always have 2 swords per person. And why I generally try to kill them with ranged weapons if I have time. We haven't seen any of the Draconians yet, but I am aware of some of their gimmicks. Still got 14 health, he's fine. Just 1 random warrior. He's a level 2 fighter. We'll get him eventually. There we go. Just imagine trying to do this without having the 18 stat perfect strength stuff. Like, man, these fights, you think they're slow now. Just imagine, yeah. Okay, so we'll have Jarrell. Actually, because we're not in combat, let's have my less powerful heals get used in the menu. So we got 7 off of that. That's decent. And 4, that's enough to get you to green. Good enough for now. Okay, hopefully there's something in this room. Nothing. Look around. Nothing. Okay, cool. Maybe down here. A cleric spots you. He places something in his robes and orders in undead minions to attack. We've been through here before, but, you know, plots. Alright, we gotta kill this bad guy. We got a whole bunch of undeads, and we got our first zombies, and an evil curate. So this is kind of like our first boss fight. Well, we got clerics. Yep. Oh, come on. Thought we were gonna make this look really easy. You do need to hit him, though. Pixel. There we go. No magic for you. Okay. Turns out your evil armies were no match for our clerical turning ability. Wow, that's the easiest boss fight yet. Cool. Not very much XP. I don't think you get XP for turning undead, sadly, but hey, we'll take what we get. I doubt that any of that is magical, but we'll cast Detect Magic just in case. Of course it's not, but yeah, there you go. I'm not lugging it around. You find a key. So with that, we should be able to find a new door. And, I mean, there's only a couple places the door can be, so it shouldn't take too long. Yeah, Turn Undead is good. It's really good in Death Knights of Krynn when everything's undead. We're a little ways off from that, but yeah, there's some dungeons where that'll be very helpful. All right. Oh, good. More monsters. And they're getting stronger. We're getting actual mages in random groups now. All right. Tell you what. Before we go up to the top right, we'll go restore our spells. So let's, you know, I haven't seen this actually work yet. Let's try this. Come on, charm person. Of course not. Should probably get away with this. Oh, you know what? Have you guys, just in case you've never seen Stinking Cloud, this is actually really good against spellcasters. This is perfect. You don't always choke and gag, but when you do, you're helpless. And even if you don't, you're certainly not casting magic. So the silent spell was kind of pointless, a little bit redundant, but they're extra not casting magic either. Get out of here. Now, one of the best things about Stinking Cloud as you get level ups, it lasts for quite a while, and the AI generally won't walk through it, so you can make nice little choke points. Besides, you know, killing everyone. It's a pretty good spell. Oh, he did walk through it. I wonder if are Draconians immune to... They still breathe. Yeah. He just passed his saving throw, I guess. I believe when you're coughing, you get a penalty to your AC and can't cast magic. I forget the exact detail, but, you know. It's the choking and gagging that makes you helpless that really, really ruins your day. But yeah, it doesn't last very long at our current level. Here you go. Bam! Backstab. Every now and then we'll get a cool backstab. So technically Aaron lost his weapon, so I have to re-equip it, but you know, you get it right back. We got some money, bit of gold, and oh yeah, some free daggers for Rob. Nothing else will be of any real value. Okay. Oh yeah, what I would want to do is, who was it that lost their weapon? Aaron. So you pick it up at the end of battle, but you know it always falls to the bottom. It's annoying. Okay, let's continue. So what I said I would do is restore our spells, which means we're gonna go here. Was it this room or the next one? I think one of these rooms was a safe room. Looks like it's probably pretty good. Let's just rest for like 7 hours. If we don't get interrupted, then I'll just restore our spells. Yeah, not interrupted. So I'll just use GoldBox Companion because it saves us a ton of time. And I'm not even cheating because we did actually rest long enough to recover our level 1 magic. Alright. Save. And continue. Last time we were here, the game was like, this is a safe room. You can probably rest. So, that's all. Alright, so we're looking for secrets. The key starts to glow. An answering glow comes from the outline of a door to the east. Doesn't look like a door to me. The atmosphere is extremely oppressive. Heavy magical wards have been set in this area. A cleric with an undead patrol surprises you. Well, we are kind of low level, I guess. Oh, they get a full free round? Okay, ghouls. Maybe we should look up ghouls. I believe they have a paralyze attack. Let me look that up. Okay, ghoul. I can't type today. The ghoul does indeed have a chance to paralyze on hit. And it gets 2 attacks per round. This is a much higher level enemy than a zombie or a skeleton. So, level 3 undead, technically. According to the monster manual, anyway. And yeah, paralyze on hit is dangerous, especially with 2 hits per turn. Thaco of 16 is about as good as us, so yeah, good to know. So we're going to want to focus him down soon. Tim, though, his job is to turn undead. Goodbye, ghoul. I don't think the other clerics would be able to turn the ghoul. If he counts as a level 3 undead, I'm pretty sure your cleric level has to surpass him to turn him, I think. I don't think it's like cleric level times 2 or anything. I think it's just your cleric level. But remember, his deity is +2 effective level for turning. So, so much for the ghoul. I guess we don't need that experience that bad anyway. Anyway, no, don't attack your ally. Got him just in time, trying to cast magic. Look at this. No trouble at all. Easy peasy. Oh, I guess I'm not close enough. Just throw some darts at him. It's kind of a waste of resources, I guess. Hey, mage versus cleric, we got him. All right, cool. It's nice to see the mage actually killing stuff once in a while with darts. 22 experience. I guess I should stop turning away all the enemies. Don't get much for those. The cleric gear is going to be garbage. No need to pick it up. All right. Maybe next time I'll fight the ghoul for real. So where do we go? Maybe we'll explore the bottom section first. You hear angry mutterings and shouts. You can just make out the words. Mertani taking all the eggs. Our own studies. Conversion. Cleric approaches. Do we want to start closer or further? We want to start closer because we want to be able to interrupt their magic. He motions and other people join him. Parlay? Alright, Aaron, parlay. You're a Knight of Solamnia. You got this. The cleric demands to know who you are. How do you respond? Ooh. What do you think? We're gonna go with, don't you know who I am? A battle begins. Well, it's about what I would have expected. At least we start very close to all the spellcasters. The clerics have to be the priority, though. Because of hold person. One day it'll be all about interrupting the mages, but yeah, here goes. It's so bad. It's so bad. Yeah, this is... We can't afford more people to get... Like... I'm just gonna say, Thornham, you're probably gonna have a bad time again. Nope. We're so dead. I should have saved it again. Enemy spellcasters at low level are just too powerful. It's just crazy. I guess I should have gone for silence right away, but damn, that is nuts. Charmed and held instantly on turn 1. I think if I just... Oh, it's too... You have to... You can't target the ground. Well, good luck. Okay, we got him. That means there's an area around him that can't cast magic. Yeah. Problems. Yeah. Problems. Can we get this off? That was quick. Okay. Good thing I had Dispel Magic. We are not in a good position, though. Bandage. And then, I'm glad Aaron's back, at least. I don't know how long silence lasts. Probably not long enough. Our hit rates are just so bad. Also, Rob's bleeding out in the background there. Your teammate is dying. Yeah. We're all dying this day. Okay, Drow, you're gonna make a run for it. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Now we're just gonna kill the mages again. We're totally fine. There, cleric dealt with. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with half your party dying in the random battle in kind of lower level area. Okay, Drow's gonna focus on this one. You stop that. Is this an SRPG? It's well, what do you think it is? Alright, I think we'll be okay at this point, except for the dead people. They're not really dead, though, don't worry. They're just having a nap. Backstab misses. Ah! Good. Can't get the backstab because of, yeah. He surrenders after all that. Oof. Oh, geesh. Okay, that was unnecessarily dangerous. Really glad I had that Dispel spell ready to go. I don't think we could have survived it with Aaron Charmed there, actually. Okay. Second time Thornum goes down on the job. Yeah, you got held persons. One cast of hold person got Rob and Thornum. Aaron got charmed, and I was able to undo that at least, but that's all I got. Gee whiz. Yeah, happens to the best of us. So what do we got? Any good loot? I really doubt it. Take the darts. It is almost certainly garbage, but I'll do detect magic. Yeah, nothing magical. I would expect nothing else. You discover a letter that demands that all dragon eggs are to be sent to the catacombs to be readied for transport. The letter is signed by Mirtani. Okay, well, the good news is our clerics are still alive, or at least some of them. Let's get Thornum on his feet. 15 HP is very good. That's almost max for a Jural-style light wounds. Rob. 5 is really bad roll. Let's try one more on Thornum. That's only 7. That was another kind of poor roll. I guess average. And then one more for Rob. Mostly healed up. See, we're fine. The last of our healing spells. That was 2 HP. Good deal. And 6 HP that time. Now you know why I wanted to memorize a million light wound spells. Okay. I guess I should focus on Pixel here. 4 HP. And 7. Oh, 7's a really good roll. So the regular cure light wounds is 1 to 8. And then if we're using Jural, it's 2 to 16. And the problem, of course, is if someone like Aaron gets held and is forced to be helpless and then killed, we can keep him alive by bandaging him and then winning the fight. But then he's at 0 HP. He goes from 54 to 0 instantly. And I don't have the kind of spells to actually recover that. Anyway, let's save it at the very least. Thanks, DRM 1990. Okay, just hold on a sec. Civilization. Rulebook, page 8. Word number 3 should be many. So dumb. Alright. At least I can use Control F. Couldn't do that in the old days. You thought Dispel was an AoE? Let's have a look. How does the game handle Dispel magic? So, 3rd level cleric. Technically, Dispel magic has a range of 6 for casting and an area of effect of a 3x3. So you can dispel up to 9 characters. It did not affect anyone next to him, but just because it says this here does not mean that the game is programmed correctly to do that, necessarily. It might say a little bit more if you check the paragraph form. Removes the effects of spells that don't have a direct counter, such as hold, slow, or nauseous. It cured charm. It didn't seem to work on the hold if it was in range, but sometimes the range doesn't work the way you think it does in these games, so that's probably all it was. Well, let's keep exploring. That was a pretty brutal fight, though. Even when you know enemy mages are terrible, doesn't always mean you can do much about it. On the plus side, you know, we've got 3 more level ups ready to go. At least when you're at low levels, you gain levels quick. Okay, this fight looks to be fairly easy. Just goblins and skeletons. The biggest problem is they don't give you any experience or anything. basically kill them in one hit if we hit them, so pretty much always. How come we didn't fight like this in the last battle where we actually needed to make our hits? Man, we would have interrupted every spell if we had luck like this on that last fight. And then one skeleton, can't hit it. Alright. Well, that fight wasn't too bad. Just a waste of time more than anything. Continue battle? No. Enjoy your 40 experience points. And we're not bringing any of this garbage. Okay, where do we go from here? Check out... I'll just clear the southern section first, for whatever reason. The key starts to glow. An answering glow comes to the outline of the door. Oh, I see, I see. This is just another way into this area. Ah. Okay. Cool, cool. Looks like it's going to be symmetrical. It's going to be a giant zigzag around a staircase in the middle or something. Yeah, it's a lot of skeletons. Speed the fight up a little bit by just killing them. Or turning them. I remember in Death Knights of Krynn back in the day, you start with much higher level clerics. Oops, probably shouldn't have done that. Running into map battles with like dozens of zombies or whatever, just tons of them. And just one turn undead destroys everything on the map at higher levels. Pretty cool. Sadly, we are still taking a fair amount of damage, even from hobgoblins. And for nothing. Random encounters just wearing us down. Do we have any heals left? Probably not. Oh no, we got a couple. Okay, let's try to top Pixel up a little bit. Probably all we got for heals now. Might be time to go rest. They just ran. They are essentially running. When I cast Turn Undead right now, it's whatever the random dice rolls are, there's a chance for them to just flee instantly. Destroy requires you to be at a higher level, and then you get the experience. There is a rest room further back. It's fine. I know where I mean, I could also just try to rest where we are, but that sounds dangerous. Maybe after this one. You interrupt a cleric poring over a manuscript. He looks about him in consternation. There is no one else around. He begs you for his life. No. The cleric surrenders. You bind and gag him to prevent him warning the others. I feel like if we had let him go, he would have just summoned reinforcements, right? You find a few scraps of paper. You record them as Journal 10. Awesome. Not that one. That one. Okay. Attempt a conversation without the intervention of books of spells to contain the necessary incantations and rituals for the conversion. It is said that this book will allow even more relatively weak... Bronze, silver, gold are considered the most difficult... So clearly this is all about trying to turn good metallic dragon eggs into draconians. And brass dragon eggs are the ones that turn into the boss draconians that we're fighting right now. Bronze, silver, and gold are more powerful draconians based on different kinds of dragons, I guess. Okay. Thank you for the information. Now we can kill you. Dead end. Alright. Bound and gagged cleric stares you. We just leave him there. Well, he'll die of starvation eventually. A horrible stench fills the air. The shuffling gait of the undead warns you of their imminent attack. Isn't this the plot of one of the Dragonlance series? I don't know if it's one of the books, but I wouldn't be surprised. It is tied into all the Dragonlance lore. Ghouls. I'm still gonna just turn them all. Okay. Good. We got one right away. Thornum. How about you, we really need to interrupt this spellcaster. We could try turning undead with Tim on the ghouls, probably. Good, we interrupted. Ah, it's dangerous. Gotta kill that guy right now. Cleric goes down. Pixel. Tim. Thorinum. Guys. How much has he got left? 3 HP. Okay, we can... This is why we keep an emergency magic missile, right? I don't have the... I don't want to have to heal Aaron from 0 HP. Get out of here. We also shoot 2 magic missiles now. Rob is level 3 mage, so magic missile does a bit more damage. Alright. Sadly, even though we killed the ghouls, 49 experience is like nothing. So it's not really even worth it. We got him. Alright. You recognize a few of the undead as former members of Caramon's party, Al. Shouldn't they have some plate mail for me then? Not to be greedy or anything. You surprise some clerics and draconians. Well, I guess we get a free combat round, right? Right? We got lots of sleeps here. Let's use one. Nighty night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Alright, we're good. One good cast of sleep just saves you so much time on these fights. Look at this. Also, I do believe we got a combat, like a surprise round. So they didn't even get to fight for an entire round of combat. And they're basically all dead by then. So pretty good. And done. Yay! Surprise round. Alright, a little bit of money. Take the gold, or, you know, just take the steel. That's just this regular cleric armor. You discover a letter and record its contents as Journal 50. Well, we might as well have a quick read. Draconians, I have good news! Great news, everyone. I have managed to attain the volume that we have been searching for all these years. The power to create more of our kind is now in my hands. Send me all your eggs, along with any mages and clerics that you have. I'll be at the Citadel of Gargath very soon, have the eggs packed and taken with me within the week, by order of Murtani. Foul deeds. The good dragons will not be impressed. They just want their eggs back, man. Okay, we'll finish the loop-de-loop here. Clearly the boss is in the middle. That might be a way to the middle too. Monsters attack in the corner? What? The good news is, if you haven't noticed, the combat screen, like the layout of the combat zone, actually matches the map layout. So we walked into a dead end, therefore we fight in a dead end, which generally means the clerics are close by, so they, you know, we can easily hit them. Unfortunately, they had a pretty good choke point for us, which is actually really bad, to be honest. If only you could see my face, future tubers. One of the big weaknesses of Stinking Cloud has a very short range. We might have saved him. Let's try. Stop it. Also, you stop it. And also, you stop it. Everyone stop. Desist. You're under arrest. That's the stuff. Ah, good old person. Whoever goes first wins. Oh, jeez. We're good. We're good. Oh yeah, the character sprites from the next game and on are much better. Pools of Darkness also had them. I don't remember if Secret of the Silver Swords did. Hold on a second. Music stopped for some reason. YouTube being dumb. But yeah, it was basically it was just based on when they released the game. As time went on, they further developed the GoldBox engine, and they started adding in the good stuff, like fancy sprites. We can change our characters' colors, but it's a lot of work. But yeah, if you throw it into the build your own dungeon module, you can certainly do lots of fun stuff. Okay, this one's not asleep, but they can't cast magic in the middle of the... I'm pretty sure, anyway. They should not be able to cast magic in there. Now, they still could kill Aaron. Sweet singing. Okay, next time, we're not going to play the Ocarina of Time music. Way too much singing versions. There you go. Well, in this situation, one of the downsides of our stinking gas spell is we do need to switch over to the bow to safely fight. Not like it's a big deal, just I dislike, messing around in the menu this much. Easy to waste a lot of time. But that'll do. Just quartering the enemy cleric. Well, those enemy clerics need to go down. There's too many of them in this first dungeon. Like, this is a pretty rough first dungeon for a level 1 or 2 party for sure. So many enemy clerics, enemy ghouls, centipedes that can one-shot you with poison. Like, this would be a pretty brutal campaign for a party of 6 noobs. Anyway, we are good for the moment. I don't want to go in the middle right now. We'll save that till after we rest up. Probably dead ends. Maps are always square, so you can always tell what's coming. Curse of the Azure Bonds was the second of the main games in Pools of Radiance, because you got cursed after killing Tyrion Thrasax, killing whatever his name was, Tyrion something Thrax. You know. He was actually a red dragon, right? Red dragons always have dumb names. I don't really want to mess around. Let's just turn some undead again. It'll just save a lot of time. And Tim is really good at turning undead, so... I say, and he gets 2 out of 3, but good enough. This is the problem with switching over to the bow. It doesn't remember that usually I want, like, melee weapons equipped when we start combat in melee range. So if you start in combat with a bow, you're not off to a great start. Alright. Quick fight anyway, should be fine. No problem. 21 experience, really not even worth the trouble. There's one spare tile behind that wall. It's probably a room full of treasure. There are stairs going down in the north wall. Well, we'll save that one for a little later. At least looks like we found the way forward if we feel like going that way. But what's in the middle of this big room? If we turn enough skeletons, then we can fight the clerics in melee. Tim? You're much better at turning undead than the other ones. Alright, that worked out pretty well. Thornum, smack this guy. Excellent. Aaron, smack this guy. Pixel, your turn. Smack. Okay, good. Both interrupted. That's all I needed. Chances are someone will be dead by the end of the second round. Uh-huh. Okay, that one's dead. Haven't hit that one this round. Okay. Perfect. That one went exactly according to plan. Yes, the dungeons are quite large. They're all 20 by 20, I think. Someone would have to count out all the tiles. I think they're 20 by 20. Maybe it's 16 by 16. 255 tiles total per map, something like that. Anyway, once you clear a map, you know, then you go to the next one. But no, there is a world map with more of these dungeons, but they're certainly giving us a big dungeon at the beginning here. Garbage. Okay, we're still reasonably well equipped here. So this inner loop takes us back to the beginning of this section. So this is the very middle. Let's save it. I thought this would be like the end of the dungeon in the middle here. Clearly it was not. Well, maybe. You've entered an opulent... It's the end of something. An opulent temple to the evil goddess. At the far end of the room is an enclosure holding an altar. This part of the temple is dark. The only light comes from an altar fire burning in the far room. You're jumped by Boz. I probably should have cast Bless before I went through that door. Well, it's just 6 Boz. That's not that bad. Might even just be 4. Why did I cast it there? Oh. I was thinking it works the same way as Stinking Cloud. You target the top left square and it goes down and right. Sleep, however, doesn't work like that because I'm a big dummy. Big dummy I am. It's going to be better to leave him there. Good, Thornum, you managed to distract him so he didn't kill my dude. Didn't kill Aaron. Alright, we're fine now. Mostly. Yeah, gotta be careful with that sleep spell. It won't be a problem once we're level 4, because we'll be immune to it soon. Like, a couple more level ups and we'll be immune to it. But for now, clearly, it's just as dangerous to us as it is the enemies. In fact, I think once we are level 4, I'll be able to cast it adjacent like that, because it won't target us because we have too many hit points. And honestly, Aaron is really close. Like, he has so much HP, he should be immune. It's just kind of funny. He actually has 4 hit die, but technically only 3 for levels. I think the game... I don't think the game actually follows your hit dice like it says it's supposed to. I think it follows your level. Because Aaron, like, knights start with 2 d10s at level 1 for hit points, and then plus 1 d10 per level. If he's level 3, he should already have 4. But maybe he's level 2, I don't know. Well, we could test out some sleep on him later once he gets to level 3 for sure. Some money, sure. Anyone but Aaron. What is he? Yeah, he's level 3, so he should technically have 4 hit dice. And I think that should make you immune to sleep, but, you know, my old school mechanics are finicky. And it is certainly possible the game doesn't even follow that rule anyway. It might be like one character with 4 hit die can be affected. Which would mean at level 4, he'll have 5 hit die and technically be immune. But some of the other characters won't get that bonus hit die. Anyway. You hear from the altar. See, I told you not to worry. The Draconians have taken care of the intruders. Okay, you know what? I never prepare very well. So for this one time, we're going to go prayer, which is some bonus stats, and bless before we even get in here. It lasts, I think, 6 turns or 6 minutes. So 1, 2, 3. We should still be prayered and blessed. You look down upon clerics, mages, and draconians gathered around a skull-enshrined altar. Should have probably saved it. Brass-tinged eggs rest on the altar surface. A low chanting is heard, and the dwemer of magic electrifies the air. If only we had a fireball. Poof. Oh. Well, the eggs suddenly explode, killing the closest to the altar. Kind of like a fireball, I guess. A cleric spots you and screams, "There, that's the reason the gods denied our conversion. Attack!" Sure. Well, this will be time to use some magic, because that's a lot of enemy mages. Aaron has nothing to do besides swing, and a miss. Jirao. I guess it's worth trying to charm. I can't imagine it's going to work. It'd be great if it hits. So the evil curate is the boss. Let me just double check. I can actually mouse over. He has relatively good saving throws. I don't know which one hold person targets off the top. It's just a list of 5 numbers. Hey there, Oodaloop. Well, I had a Canadian Thanksgiving like last month, so we've already gone through that one. But I appreciate the kind thoughts. Well, we'll try this cleric. Ooh, we got one. We got one, boys. Now we're rocking. All right, we can also do some silence. Yeah, there's just too many of them. Okay, if we can target this one, that'll silence like half of the group. Bam! Enjoy being silenced. We don't even need the sleep anymore. We're still using it. This time I'll cast it correctly. Well, the right side's all been silenced, so we'll just put the left side to sleep. Baz, cleric. The charmed cleric, of course. But not the boss. Oh, well. Let's focus on this one who won't be silenced next turn. If we can. That's unfortunate. It's the only character I was unable to, They killed their friend! We need to get to that evil curate. Thornum? Kill. Oh, come on, Thornum. There's so many guys that need to be killed still. If we don't hit the guy to the right, he's going to cast another spell. I have to try. Come on, we've got 3 darts. Hit him. Yes! Okay, because he moved out of silence range. Of course, doesn't help Tim. Tim is dead. Well, not really dead, but you know what I mean. Okay, let's try to go after the, Yeah, it's fine. We got to hit the curate here. Try. Come on. Gotta kill this guy. Mages, man. They're cheating. He's gonna have like another round of hold person. Got him. Okay. Thornum, please kill this guy. At least hit him. That's all. Yeah, that's all we need. Just hit. Good. I'm really glad the mages held still so we could silence them. We're gonna bandage this turn. Tim's fine. You know what? I don't trust these punks at all. Let's see if we can put some of them to sleep. They're silenced for the moment, but they keep throwing darts and... well, you know. Okay. Curate goes down. Finish these guys off because they will wake up eventually. Okay, I think we've got this now. Definitely always makes me jump every time we run into one of these. Well, this was a lot of enemy mages. This is too much for a low-level party, guys. If you're trying to create a fair and balanced D&D campaign, don't add too many enemy mages and clerics at like level 2 parties. Hold person is broke. Especially in first edition. Alright. It's fine. Only one person went down. Really, if it wasn't for the hold person on Tim, that would have been very clean. Lots of experience for everyone but Tim. And what goodies do we get? One more gem and some gold. Let's give it to Thorinum. There you go. Look at all that money. We're actually fairly rich right now. Okay, and then, do we get any goodies? It's definitely possible some of this is magical, so this is a great time for Detect Magic. A magical flail. Well, Thornum is kind of our cleric style, so we'll give it to him for the moment. It might not be a hammer, but it's, you know, that kind of thing. And then we have some darts for Rob. Might as well always bring them, and everything else is just regular. Together. So we can probably find out the flail's enchantment just by testing it out. I would expect it's +1. Just look at your Thaco. So it went up by 1, so it went from 16 to 15. A normal weapon is 16, so it's a flail +1. Which is not bad. First magical weapon. Tim's having a little nap. Don't worry about him. Yeah, Rob's our expert dart player. Get some fun in the... He must be lots of fun when we go to the bar. That means Thornum's got the magic shield and the magic flail. He's hogging it all. Alright. There's nothing else to take. We should get a whole bunch of quest XP here. Yeah. Sorry, Tim. A few Bas run into the temple, look at the carnage, and run out. You hear them going to the north and west. The oppressive atmosphere lifts. The wars that were set have been destroyed. Maybe we'll have no more random encounters finally. Now, do we have any heals left at all? The answer is no. So we're going to have to go rest up to recover that one. Well, it looks like this area has been cleared. There might be a small room to the right. It's just a zigzag. Okay, well, I know where we're going. And I guess we need to end this episode for the future tubers pretty quick. We're already over an hour. But maybe there's no more random encounters anyway in this dungeon. Which would be nice. Nope. Random encounters. I'm so over you. I love how we drag Tim around and then just dump him on the ground when we get attacked. Honestly, the hobgoblins shouldn't even mess with us at this point. It's kind of silly that they think they'd have any chance. Backstab. Just taking out helpless hobgoblins. I don't think they got a single action. I mean, it almost feels like we're bullying the goblins these days. Thanks for the 37 experience. I don't even want your corpses. Don't need to loot it. It is a long loop-de-loop here. You know what? We'll just drag them back to the outpost at this point. It's probably faster, because this is 2 steps. 1, 2, and then we're here. Now, the moon, like, actually, a lot of time passes in-game on the world map, because you see the moon phases change, but whatever. We don't care about game time. Aaron gives away his money. Does the commander have anything to say? First off, let's make sure Tim's alive for any bonus XP. There you go. Still closed. We haven't quite cleared out Throttle just yet. Continue to investigate Throttle, they say. Alright. Well, before we close up, let's do some level up. We're making steady progress in here anyway. It's taking a fair while, but we're doing it. Alright, Thorinum, you're up first. Level 3 Cleric with some more hit points. Some better saves, some more magic slots, and some new level 2 magic divine spells. Pixel is now a level 4 fighter. Better Thaco, some more hit points. Tim is a level 4 fighter. More hit points, more Thaco. Jarrao is a level 3 cleric. More hit points, save throws, spells. Good, we need a lot of spells. And that's all. So I think, for the future tubers, well, this is where we will end our episode. I will recover everyone's spells once again. And re-memorize some new ones. So seeing as we're resting in town, I don't feel bad using the GoldBox Companion Restore spells that we had saved earlier. And then after the episode's over, I will... I think... Yeah, there's quite a few spells to memorize. Maybe I forgot to... It's possible I forgot to re-memorize them last time after... Or re-save them. No, there's not that many. That's not bad. It won't take all that long. But yeah, for the future tubers, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next episode when we get further down into the city of Throttle.